What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. And today's video, we got a new challenge going on. Alright. So, as we learned in the last video, right? You know, that we were on pace to, turn our what is it? I think it was like $50, whatever, into 5K or whatever. But then we fell into the eventual, trap of, you know what I'm saying, parlaying, right? So we fell into the trap, and now that we, able to reflect and hopefully learn from our mistakes, we on to a new challenge. So this time we're gonna go. Let's go 25. All right. Starting with $25, and we're gonna go. $4K. 25 to 4K. And it's gonna consist of 8 spreads. So over the next 5 days or so, 4 or 5 days, today is Thursday, March the 13th, right? So let's just say day 1, day 5, right? So 5 days, week span, 4K. And I want to kind of, highlight the, you know what I'm saying, how should I say, the importance of discipline when it comes to this challenge. Because simply, right, people put in 40-hour weeks. 40-hour weeks. Say, you know what I'm saying? They say what the average American makes, what they say, like 52,000 a week, like 52,000 a year. I mean, so if he was to just, and this is, let's say after taxes, fuck the taxes, fuck taxes, fuck Uncle Sam. All right, so 52,000, you know what I'm saying, divided by, it's like what, 52 something, fuck it. Basically, got $1,000. Say it's 52 weeks in a year that you're working, and you make 52,000 a year on average. This is say for the average American, right? So that's putting in, you know what I'm saying, 40 hours for 1K. And so what I realized, my mistake last time, right? See, we was rushing some plays, we was rushing some challenges, and I'm sure everyone on this boat, right? Everyone on this boat would easily trade, you know what I'm saying, their 40 hours for 1K to, you know what I'm saying, 40 hours, 4K, right? I don't know what that gets you an hour. That's probably like 50 an hour or some shit. Let's see. It's like, take away the 10 hours per 1K. So it's like 100 an hour. Holy shit, that's 100 an hour? Yo. It's 100 an hour. Shit. So, 100 an hour, right? Let's just, this rate. Hold on. At this rate, this is 100 per hour, and this is probably like 25 per hour. This is the average American, right? And this is what we're aiming for, starting with $25 on Monday and say Friday 4K. So, if I told you, right, hey, give me 40 hours a year, you know what I'm saying, your time, and in exchange, I'm gonna give you 4K. Say to the average person that's doing this, right? What the hell do you think they're gonna say? Without hesitation, yes, yes, immediately. Sign me up, right? Now, the problem with the difference between, you see, sports trading, what I like to call it, and gambling, is simply the hours. You see, a normal person, right? You know, just a gambler, right? Let me see. So you got, let's say, your average gambler, and then let's go sports trader, right? So for every, say, you know what I'm saying, what's it called? Let's just say every dollar. Let's just keep it simple. For every dollar this person is, you know, investing in hopes of winning, you know, because the average gambler isn't out here gambling to make $0. Like, they're gambling to make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're putting in that $5 parlay trying to hit $50. Like, putting that at 10 so they can win 100. The average gambler versus the average sports trader, right? $1. For every, say, hour that passes, he's quadrupling their initial investment. Because at the end of the day, we're all in this game to make money. Like, please show me someone who's like putting in parlays, betting, whatever, wagering to lose. Like, please find me that person. Because if you do, I smack him upside his head and tell him, like, you dumb as shit, bro. Like, what are you doing? Give me that money. Just give it to me. Donate to me. Don't donate to the white man. So, for every dollar the average gambler invests, you know what I'm saying, bro, first of all, they're damn near losing this dollar, right? Because the average gambler's account is only, like, it's in a negative, like, you know what I'm saying? The average gambler is not, you know, a profitable gambler, you know. They're not really beating the books, I should say, you know, beating Vegas or whatever. So, say you make, you know, let's go back to our original example, right? You make $25 an hour, work 40 hours a week. You make $1,000, right? Just the average American. You just take that 1 hour of work that you put in, $25, and you just invest it. Start with 25. Over 8 particular plays. Not parlays, straights. These are all straights. These are all like max 2 legs, right? These are just 8 spreads, I like to say, because at the end of the day with a spread, it's 50-50, right? It's 50-50. But to the average person, you know what I'm saying, they think, you know, a spread is just 50-50. But there's this thing called, how should I say it? I forgot what it was called. It's called, I don't know what it's called, right? But I'm about to just explain what I'm trying to say, right? So, say you flip a coin, right? You get H's for heads, right? Just say you get heads. Now, you flip a coin again, and you get heads again. Now, let's just say, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's 50-50, but, you know, still, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you flip the coin, and you get heads. Now, we all know, you know what I'm saying, when you flip a coin, the probability of getting heads or tails is 50%, right? But tied to this specific scenario, right? What do you think the odds is to get tails after getting 3 straight heads? It's significantly higher because it's due. Straight like that. I don't know how to, like, you know what I'm saying, the nerdy version, the mathematical words, language, or whatever, but like, fourth time you flip that coin or whatever, bro, like, 9 times out of 10, bro, after 3 heads especially, that shit is gonna be tails. You feel what I'm saying? So now taking this just heads or tails, 50%, 50-50 theory, and applying it to our sports trading, right? Every game on all these books, right, they have an assigned spread to them, right? There's a minus spread and there's a plus spread, right? And you know, if I'm saying usually over the course of a season, you know, all these teams they even out their spreads or whatever, and a team might start out hot with the spread, but then like it's gonna balance out. This all has to do with balance, right? This all what I'm trying to get y'all to see and understand is the power of like of increasing your chances of probability when it comes to a spread that to the average eye or consumer might just be 50-50. You feel what I'm saying? So let's just apply this theory to just let's just say Team A and Team B. You know what I'm saying? These are 2 professional NBA teams, right? Let's just say, fuck it, the Cavs and the Celtics. Fuck it. So let's say the Cavs and the Celtics, right, are going against each other, and these are the 2 top teams, right, in the league, in the East, or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? Let's just pretend this is like the little what you guys see right on the little thing, right? You got this, you got the money line, and the total, and then the spread, right? And so let's just give an outcome of let's just say spread is at 3, right? Plus 3, minus 3, and then we don't give a fuck about the total money line, right? Fuck that shit. And this helps too, but we just specifically want to talk about the spreads because the spreads are literally like 50-50, but you know, teams can go like 60-20, and that's not 50-50. That's like you won like 75% of your games, you feel what I'm saying? So we're strictly talking about the spread, right? So let's say Boston, right? They covered their spread the first time, right? So BOS, right, in their first matchup. All right, now second matchup they play again. Boston covered again. It was a good game though, but you know Boston still covered their spread. All right, cool. Now let's just say, shit, Cavs. You know what I'm saying? Donovan Mitchell's out. You know what I'm saying? Donovan Mitchell's out. You know, shit. You know what I'm saying? Darius Garland is out too. So Boston happens to cover their spread again. Now they play a 4th time, right? Let's say they play a 4th time, and let's say they're playing at home, whatever the case may be. Because there's other factors that, you know, help you, you know, narrow down and, you know, find the right pick for, you know what I'm saying, whatever you're trying to look for, you know what I'm saying. We're not even going to get to that. We're just strictly talking about the 50-50, like, theory and probability, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So they play each other for a 4th time now. And again, these are the top 2 teams in the league, right? Just off the, like, if you used to flip a coin 3 times, 4 times, you used to get heads 3 times, bro. The probability to get 4 heads in a row is very slim. It's just like, it's just slim. So therefore, say this is the calves or whatever. I'm hammering the calves -3 because the probability of it hitting is higher than 50%. You feel what I'm saying? So, boom, calves, whatever, and then what do you know? Tails or calves cover and win by 5, 10, whatever case may be. And so, guys, if you used to simply apply this simple theory, simple math, just looking at the numbers and, factoring in a couple of very easy variables like injuries, you know what I'm saying, location, like if, teams playing at home, away, it's a little matters, just little like variables like that. Take this whole theory, whole system, whatever you want to call it. Now, you just gotta do this shit 8 times. Or at least I'm about to do it. I gotta do it 8 times. But, like, any of you guys at home can do this shit. This shit not hard. Like, this shit is not hard. Like, it's real life, math, bro. Like, fuck it. I'm about to flip a coin. I just want to show y'all real quick. So, flip a coin. Oh, shit. Can't hear it, but Drake said, well, nah, shit tweaking. Bruh, Siri, what you playing for? Flip a coin. Bro, this shit tripping. Hold on, let me show y'all why this shit not working. Flip a coin. Alright, so we got heads. Flip again. Now we got tails. So let's go H, and now we got T. Flip a coin. We got tails. Now, you know what I'm saying? We could potentially get heads, but we can get tails again. So like we're just gonna flip again. Flip a coin. Tails. This is about to prove my point. Because I bet you I'll flip this bitch again, that bitch gonna say tails. That bitch said tails. I meant to say heads. It's gonna say heads now. This is my point. Flip a coin. Damn. Just got 5 tails in a row. We got tails again. Yo. Flip a coin. Heads. So, guys, this is my point, right? A coin flip is supposed to be 50-50, yet out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you know what I'm saying? Out of 7 attempts, we got tails 5 out of 7. That is higher than 50%. You feel what I'm saying? Just for the fuck of it, let's go. Heads or tails? Heads. All right, cool. So 5 out of 8, right? The whole point in this example is that the shits has to balance out. Maybe if I go heads or tails, it's probably gonna say heads. Heads or tails? Tails. Heads or tails? Tails. Flip again. Tails. Flip again. Heads. I'm about to do this shit off the computer. Off the computer. I'm about to record my screen. Hold on. Tails. Okay, bet. All right, bet. Say less. So, all right, bet we live. All right, bet. Now, simply to prove this point or whatever, we're going to flip a coin 10 times, all right? So, it's the first time. Heads. All right, bet. Heads. Flip again. Tails. All right. Flip again. Heads. All right. Flip again. Heads. All right. Now, tails is somewhat due because we got 2 heads in a row, right? But it can be heads again, so we're not going to, make any predictions, whatever. Heads. All right, cool. We got 3 heads in a row, right? Now, probability of getting tails next flip, it becomes higher. It's not just 50-50. All right, cool. Let's just, boom, flip. Heads. All right, cool. Now, the probability of getting tails becomes even higher because we got 4 heads in a row. And this is supposed to be a 50-50, equation or whatever. Boom. Tails. What do you know, right? Boom. So even just looking at this right here, you see we got 5 heads out of 7. So best believe the tails is about to make a comeback, for the next 3 more remaining flips. So let's just tails. Okay, not surprised because this shit got to balance out. Tails, not surprised. Because once again, they got to balance out. So now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, this is 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, this is 9. Now, we at 1, 2. We have 4 tails, 5 heads. Prediction for this drain, tails, fuck it. Tails. And what do you know? We end up getting 5 tails and then 5 heads. Which this adds up to 50-50, but when you're going throughout the course of, say, flipping it multiple times in a row, or in comparison, when you're going through a season, you feel what I'm saying? This is like how some teams' spreads can potentially look, you feel what I'm saying? And so the value comes in when you see these trends right here. Because now the probability of this tail was high. It was not a 50-50 flip. It was a high chance of getting tails. So CP, we got another trend. Boom, a tails. I bet you if I flip again, that shit's gonna say heads. Tails, all right, that's cool. Cause what goes up gotta come down. Shit better say heads. Boom. Heads. All right. And so and of course, guys, this is just a Google random flip coin, right? You feel what I'm saying? But in real life, when it comes to this shit, sports shit, you got other variables contributing to this, probability of a team covering their spread or not. Like how they've played recently, you know what I'm saying? What the lineups is looking like, how certain players match up against certain players, certain teams play against certain teams. There's a whole bunch more variables and statistics that goes into, you know what I'm saying, finding a spread, high value play, or like spread, I should say. But this is just like, I guess I want to say the dumb version of, you know what I'm saying, what I do, or like how I, like to view these numbers shit. Cause like some scientists said, what goes up got to come down. Like that's just it. And so, hey man, this is so. Anyways, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Drop a comment if you guys, got any questions, you know what I'm saying? Like the video if you enjoyed what I had to say. Drop a like, subscribe if you want. I don't care if you subscribe. This shit, you know what I'm saying? It's just for fun, bro. This shit, you know what I'm saying? We ain't doing this, bro. I don't give a fuck if you subscribe or not, bro. You know what I'm saying? But this is simply the theory. Shout out to Theory. And I don't know if I'm gonna drop this video by itself or I'm gonna pair it to the challenge, but we're basically gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're running back the challenge. We're running back the challenge. We're gonna have 4K in a couple days, mark my words. And yeah. Thank y'all for watching. You feel what I'm saying? And let's get this money. No funny.